So I found a wooden chute in my toilet today, and guess what? It was all clogged up. Clogged up, blocked toilet. You get it. Let's just start.
Perfect.
Hello there broskies, the Turk Hassan back here with another early review. You know what they say, the second mouse gets the cheese, but the early bird gets the worm. On today's episode, we are having a look at the Nike Air Max BW in this LA colorway. So Nike has finally shown the BW some love after its 30th anniversary this year. And I've got to say they're a bit late to the party because I was expecting a lot more colorways earlier on. But they're here now. The Persian OG Violet colorway has already dropped. And the City Pack isn't far behind. I believe on the Nike sneakers app that Leon colorway has loaded up already. And this LA silhouette has already dropped in America. Now I've got a sneaky feeling some of these colorways are regional exclusives and I really hope that's not the case. I really want to get my hands on that Beijing colorway. The brown on those just looks so good. But like I've said, this LA color has already dropped in America, so I had to pay a pretty penny to get these in. I managed to get these off StockX for about £170 after shipping and taxes and that sort of thing. But this silhouette, just like the Persian Violets, do retail for about £130. So I'm guessing that's what the Leon pair are going to go for. But even though I did pay that premium to get these in early, I'm really chuffed to have these. The Air Max BW was the first ever Air Max that I owned as a wee little kebab. So of course the nostalgia really kicks in for me. As much as the Air Max 90 is my favourite Air Max of all time, the Air Max BW isn't that far behind. Now being the successor to the Air Max 90, these did release back in 1991 alongside the Air Max 180. And in a few ways it was sort of like an upgrade. In particular the air unit, of course having its name the BW, which does stand for big window. The air unit at the time was one of the biggest that Nike created. And the last time these sneakers retroed was back in 2016, so it's nice to have them back here in 2021. And to be fair, they've only got a couple months left to celebrate its 30th anniversary. Now having a look at the box, it's sort of a bittersweet moment for me. Yes, it's something different to what we're used to, but it's sort of an awkward box. In terms of storing it, because of how long it is, it might be a bit difficult. But it does come in this black Nike box and it has that OG vibe to it. But on the product sticker, it does say Air Max BW Quick Strike LA, and this official colorway is black, rush orange and white. Now that's a mouthful, but for a sneaker this unique, I can't really blame Nike. But if you are after a pair, whether it's this one, the Leon pair, or even trying to go for the Persian Violets, of course you're going to be thinking about the sizing. Now this for me is where it got a bit technical. Now of course I haven't had the BWs for so many years, so I didn't really know about the sizing. And for me, going true to size wasn't my best option. There was so much heel slippage towards the back and I wish I went half a size down. I think I could get away with it if I did lace these all the way to the top, but even then it would just feel silly. So if I have to give you any advice broskies, going half a size down was my best bet anyway. And this plonker goes true to size on all my Air Max 90s and Air Max 95s, so if that's any reference to you, I hope that helps. Right, so we've spoken about the sizing, but there's a lot to talk about with this sneaker, so let's take an even closer look. Now being as unique as this sneaker is, there's a lot to talk about here. But let's start with these suede panels near the mudguards. It's not the most premium feel, but for an Air Max sneaker, I can't complain one bit. Just above those suede panels though, we have those patent leather in white going right around the silhouette, which does give that glossy shine to it. Now on the underlays, of course we have that mesh in black, which goes right to the toe box and the mid panels. Now the Nike swooshes are of this rubber material and it does work so well. Now the lacing does go through the overlays, which are of this synthetic leather. And that little tag at the bottom on the right shoe, it does say 1991, and on the left shoe it does say 2021, which of course pays homage to the 30th anniversary. Now half of the tongue is actually in this black mesh, but towards the top is of course in orange. I'm gonna say this blend of nylon and cotton. But on the right shoe it has this Nike Air branding in purple, but on the left one it actually says LA. Now on the sock liner it's of that soft cotton feel, but on the insole is where it goes crazy. Of course the name being the Los Angeles pair, it draws its inspiration from the fashion sense from back then, which is why it has the palm trees on the insole and the Nike International brand in there too. Now just above the heel counter we've got the same material as we do on the tongue, but on the actual heel counter itself, what replaces the Air Max branding is of course Los Angeles. And this panel actually blends in nicely to the Nike swooshes. And just underneath that we have that white panel which has these perforation holes, and this is the bit that always got me as a kid. This orange accent that sort of splits the midsole in two always gave this sneaker that futuristic look. But other than that, the midsole is predominantly white with of course this big window air unit. Now the air unit, as you can see, is of course purple, which is such a nice touch to me. And to finish off on this outsole, it is a blend of black, orange and purple. And I'm really getting those 90s vibes to the midsection of the outsole. I really do feel like a kid again, seeing this sneaker make its comeback. But broskies, what are we saying? Are you feeling the Air Max BW? Are you even feeling this colorway? Comment down below. But of course, the only opinion that really matters to me is my own. Is this Air Max BW LA a buy or a buy? Now I've got to be honest with you, I'm sort of gutted about the sizing issue just because they're not fitting how I want it to. I'm sort of stuck in two minds where I should swap these out for my own size or sell these on and wait for these to release. And not hearing anything about any UK release date yet, it's really driving me nuts. But with all the sizing issues aside, I've got to say I have no other complaints with this sneaker. It ticks all the right boxes for me in terms of nostalgia, the looks, the feel of it, and of course the QC. I was a bit skeptical in terms of quality control when hearing these were going to come out, and when buying off StockX you never really know what you're going to get. But overall, no complaints, it's doing all the right things for me. I'm still going to be waiting for that Beijing colorway. That one is just super clean, especially for autumn. That's going to drop so nicely. But overall, this LA colorway to the Air Max BW, it does it all for me. I am indeed going to give this an absolute buy. So broskies, comment down below what your thoughts are. Is this Air Max BW a big win? Is this colorway a little too loud for you? Or are you waiting for another color? Leave it all down below and I will be pinning the best comment. But anyways broskies, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit me up on IG as well. I mostly post early on there, so any upcoming videos, the previews will be there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share. And of course, until the next episode, take care.